Okay, welcome to the deep dive. So, you've probably been seeing all the noise, right? The headlines about Micah Parsons heading to Green Bay.
Oh yeah, impossible to miss.
Stuff like Jordan Love's new bodyguard, or those, frankly, pretty wild Herschel Walker trade comparisons.
A bit much, maybe.
Totally. But here's the thing. Those stories, they're like completely missing the real drama here. This isn't really about the offense at all. What we're diving into today feels more like a palace coup happening inside the defense. Think Shakespeare, but with shoulder pads.
I like that. A power struggle.
Exactly. Between the quiet, established king, Kenny Clark, and this loud, brilliant, and let's face it, terrifyingly ambitious prince, Micah Parsons.
That's a spot-on way to frame it.
Yeah.
Because it's not just about swapping players on a spreadsheet.
No.
This move, it actually fundamentally challenges the whole identity of that Packers defense. And maybe more importantly, Kenny Clark's legacy. A decade he's been the guy.
A whole decade. And that's what this deep dive is about. We're going to show how this isn't just some transaction. It shakes things up. It challenges Clark, his leadership, everything he's built.
And it's a classic situation, really. You see it everywhere, not just sports. How does established leadership handle disruptive, high-profile talent? It happens in boardrooms, too.
Definitely. So for you listening, we're going to, pull back the curtain, look at the hidden stuff, team dynamics, leadership clashes, stuff you won't get from the headlines.
Yeah, let's dig in.
Okay, so let's start with Clark. Kenny Clark. For almost 10 years, he has been the rock, right? The absolute cornerstone of that D-line.
Granite cornerstone, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the guy eating double teams so other guys can make plays. That's his job.
He's not just playing nose tackle. He kind of is the gravitational center there, doing all the dirty work, quietly, like a master craftsman.
Undeniable performance. That's his leadership style, not flashy speeches.
And his reward for all that quiet, back-breaking work, the front office goes out and gets Micah Parsons.
Which, you have to think, feels like a slap, doesn't it? Almost like saying, Kenny, great job, but you're not quite enough.
Right. They didn't just get him help. They brought in a genuine superstar. A social media force. Someone who seems almost designed to grab the spotlight Clark never seeks.
Yeah. Parsons isn't just about sacks. He's the modern NFL package deal. He's a brand. His influence goes way beyond the hash marks. And he wants to be the face of that defense.
So think about that message. Clark's the quiet foundation, and they bring in this guy. What does that say to Clark? I'm hearing whispers, from inside the building.
Oh, yeah.
That the call from Gutekunst, the GM, to Clark about the trade, it was tense, even perfunctory. That's not a collaboration talk. That's a notification.
Wow. Perfunctory. That says a lot.
And one veteran player, anonymously, of course, said something like, nobody knows who to look to in the huddle anymore.
No.
That's a hierarchy problem right there.
Yeah. It is. It's a direct challenge. You just can't drop a supernova like Parsons into a stable solar system like Clark's built without expecting some serious disruption. Orbits get messy.
Yeah, exactly. Stable solar system. I like that.
We see it everywhere, right? The quiet foundational type versus the flashy, high-profile newcomer. It's not just football styles colliding. It's like whole philosophies.
How so?
Well, Clark is pure old-school Green Bay. Blue-collar grit. Show up, dominate, go home. Parsons. He's the brand, the big play, the celebration, the constant online presence.
Two totally different approaches.
Totally. The front office might sell this dream of them being this unstoppable duo hunting together. But reality, it's often way messier than that. It's the classic established star versus hungry challenger thing.
Which leads to what feels way more likely a kind of Cold War for the soul of that Green Bay defense.
The Cold War, yeah. Every sack Parsons gets, every TFL Clark makes, is all going to be under the microscope. Who's calling the shots? Whose voice matters more in crunch time?
Who is the real alpha when the game's on the line? J.J. Watt nailed it on his show, didn't he?
He really did.
What was it again? He said, you have just pushed a quiet, established apex predator in the same cage with a younger, louder one. And then the key part. They will either learn to hunt together and become unstoppable, or they will turn on each other. There is no middle ground.
No middle ground. That's chillingly accurate, I think. And it leads right into my prediction here.
Okay, let's hear it.
This trade. It's not going to break Kenny Clark. I think it's going to forge him.
Forge him. Interesting.
Yeah, because for the first time, really, he's been implicitly told he's not the whole answer. And I think that awakens something. A sleeping giant, maybe?
So you see him rising to the challenge.
Absolutely. I predict we're going to see a Kenny Clark in 2025 who is just terrifyingly focused.
Yeah.
He won't give up his leadership spot. He's going to force Parsons to fall in line.
Well, through talking.
No, not through words. Through sheer, undeniable dominance on the field, a level that just leaves no doubt. This trade was maybe meant to crown a new prince, but I think it's going to end up being a brutal reminder of who the one true king in that locker room has been all along.
Wow. Okay, so wrapping this up, what's the takeaway for everyone listening? We've talked about this potential Cold War for the defense's soul. Clark's quiet strength versus Parsons' loud stardom.
That clash of styles.
We heard J.J. Watt's stark warning, 2 predators, 1 cage. Hunt together or turn on each other.
No middle ground.
Right. So here's the final thought to chew on. Think about this dynamic. Established, quiet leader gets challenged by a flashy, high-profile newcomer. How often do you see that play out? Not just in sports, but like at work, in other groups.
Everywhere, really.
What does it tell us about leadership? About ego? About making collaboration actually work when a new supernova suddenly bursts into an established solar system? And maybe true greatness needs that kind of pressure cooker to really emerge. Something to think about.